chapter always think beyond, and that's why the slogan of the Navi Mumbai chapter is think beyond horizon. I am here because of my colleagues who are stalwarts of the industries. I request Mr. Murthy sir to come to the dais, Mr. Jetani sir, Mr. Narayan Swami for 1 minute, because the other fraternity should know that what Navi Mumbai is and who made the chairman to me.
Please come, sir.
Sir, it is a mission, and to achieve the mission it will take some time. I know you are eager to decide the strategies and policies, but it is also important to know that who are making it happen, that to make the mission successful, how we should go. Navi Mumbai has taken the first step, and now the all other regions, I request and appeal that they should take the another step and take the mission in the whole country. CMA fraternity has definitely huge capabilities, you all are aware, but it is necessary to demonstrate it in a very professional manner, not in the regulatory. We should not be demanding, we should be always commanding. I believe that our profession has taken the first step to join the hands with the central government's mission of mission making India. We will define the role, we will define the policies, we will define the strategies, we will give the solutions, and to dream and to do, then only it will happen. We all are capable to do all that, to show our strength throughout the country. Forget all the differences of opinion within us and show that the strength that the CMA profession is the noble profession who has contributed to the economy a great. History will write all these things. I think that's why I said that to dream and to do. This is a very unique occasion, I think, for me and for all of us. With this, I have given my views on Mission Make in India in the article. You read that. I will not take much time to repeat that. I will now thank to the chief guest, Mr. Bipin Shahji, who have explained our professions. The theme of profession is that what is competitive cost? It is only for saving money. So money saved is money earned. And that is the basic root of the costing profession. And industry knows that, but industry is not practicing that. Now who will ensure that to practice? Either by profession, by consultants, in a way of consultancy to the industry, they will make it understand, or government regulation, through regulation. We should follow the second route. Now we should not expect that everything should be from the regulatory notification and order and rule, and then we will provide our service. No, we have that capacity, that man industry, that if you follow this thing, you will be benefited. Where is the need of the regulation then in that case? So that day will come, definitely, it will take time. In all the foreign countries, if you see that costing is not by through regulation, it is by industry is practicing by themselves. Industry is demanding CMA. CMA in India having more demand than in India in outside. That itself is showing the potential. I thank to Mr. Devasiji. In the last, on 15th November, we had one seminar on the service tax, and that day we decided the theme for this seminar jointly. That 15th November seminar was also a joint seminar with the WRC. That's why the banner indicates that shaking the hands together. It is the sign of together for the development of the profession. Mr. Devasiji has honor our request. Mr. Mentor, our Ashok Navalji, he is the Kohinoor Hira of the profession. I am telling you. Durga Prasad ji is the strength of the profession. See, one is mentor, another is friend. What we want here? Profession will now lead like anything. It will, all other professions will be behind the CMA profession. Bhattatji, Vice President, he also contributing from the east and north, Mr. Baliwalji. I thank you very much, sir, being on the dais. On our request, you honor us, and we promise to you that Navi Mumbai chapter will lead under your mentorship, your guidance, and your support. I thank you all the participants that each one's suggestion is important to the country. Don't think that other people will do. No, start from yourself and give your suggestion. Join with the mission, and mission will be successful. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
First session, and for the tea break. So we have a tea break of about 20 minutes. We request you to assemble by about 11:45 also.
Session Chairman C. Basu, Past President B.M. Sarvasan, Secretary WRC Dinesh Bhai Birla, and all delegates. It is a matter of proud for me to introduce a big mind like CMA Dr. P.C. Basu. CMA Dr. P.C. Basu has did Master Degree in Commerce, is fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India and also the Institute of Cost Accountant of India. He is having PhD on transfer pricing by the Calcutta University in 1999. Presently, he is full-time senior professor in finance area of the School of Business Management, the NMIMS University, Mumbai, and engaged in many research and consulting activities. He was formerly CFO of Reliance Communication Limited and Group Controller of SR Group till June. He is having wide experience in functional areas in corporates across country. He is associated with management education for about 25 years. He was a regular visiting faculty members of Indian Institute of Social Welfare and Business Management, Kolkata, and NMIMS, Mumbai. With this, I would like to announce one thing. Ahmedabad chapter is going to organize a student convention of Western India region on 7th February, Saturday at Ahmedabad. As Chairman Ahmedabad chapter, I heartily invite you all as well as request to depute or sponsor as many students as possible to make the program memorable. Thank you.
I request Mr. Bhattari to felicitate Mr. Basu. I now request Mr. Basu to give his talk.
Chairman, Past President, Mr. Sharma, I would like to come down to the art and speak from there. This is my proud privilege to come and stand in front of you. I'm really grateful to the entire institute and my senior colleagues in the profession. Believe me, coming to the institute's program is something like a homecoming for me. I presented my first national conference paper in 1992, and therefrom the journey began to talk amongst the CMAs. Last one was in 2011 in the national conference, and today I'm with you. I've chosen a topic which is perhaps similar to the sapling, that is the MSME, and I'll be talking to you about financial activism and strategic cost management. Believe me, about 2 years ago, when Indo-Arab Chamber of Commerce called me, where 20 countries were present from the Gulf, and it was basically for the MSME sector. It was trying to find out the correlation and possibility of cooperation between the MSME sector of Gulf region and the MSME sector of India. What can be done about it that we do mutual cooperation for growing together? I'm extremely happy that this kind of a theme which has been chosen by the Professional Development Committee, and I'm extremely happy to respond to the call of Devashish and the chapter and the region to talk about this. Let me proceed with one very positive note, and that note is today's MSMEs are tomorrow's MNCs and TNCs, that is multinational and transnational corporations. And to their journey to the TNC position, it is we who have to help them. And that is where the first accountants come in the picture. Okay, look at the collage. Who are the people working there? They are the people who work stretching and sweating their efforts. That stretching and sweating their efforts for multivarious purposes. We, the CMAs, should be giving them the assurance that you do your business what you know better. Give the rest of the function of accounting, financing, costing, cost management, strategy management, and so on and so forth to us. We should introduce a service called shared CMA service. I'll come to that a little later, which has become very popular in India in terms of shared CFO services. We can still call it shared CFO services, we can call it shared CMA services. We'll come to it later. That because I have a dream of MNC and TNC, I only are working in MSME sector. Now, you can ask me, why have you chosen this when you are talking about bottom line? So I've tried to apply the principle of 6WH, 6 Ws and 1 H, tried to reconcile the thoughts of the Professional Development Committee and my presentation. And that is where the 6 WHs are there. And the job of the CMS is to find the answers of this 6 WH. The first one is, what product and services we need to manufacture and render at what cost. The second W is, why we consider that we have a competitive strategy and first mover advantage. The third W is when to start and when to plan for the next scale. The fourth W is where to put the next milestone for diversification and expansion. The fifth W is who should be our partner and stakeholders. And CMA will be a partner, not a stakeholder. We should be sharing the part of the profit and not to be charging any fees to them. We should be a partner of their profit. If we earn profit, we then share the fees. And next one, which are our primary goals. And those primary goals are to be aligned with 4 P principles. First P is the product, second P is the planet, third P is the people, and fourth P is profit. With these 4 P principles, the last one is how. And that is the last age. How do we ensure sustainability with risk management together? Sustainability is the only thing which I'll be proving that is what is the most important requirement CMS have to look through, because there is a report from IFC on this. That is what I'll be coming to. I now remember a very famous line of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Gurudev said, "Ghumiye ache shishur pita, shop shishuri antore." It means there is a child which you see today he is nothing the parent of tomorrow. There is a parent with every child, inside every child. And that is what I feel, that today's MSME is tomorrow's MNC and TNC. What started with a 5 lakh contract in Madras port by the Shashi Ruya and Ravi Ruyas, that is the balance sheet I presented, which was $40 billion in just about 30 plus years. From 5 lakh rupees to $40 billion, there are many other proofs in India. Marico is another proof. Small can be big. And to make small can be big, it is our role the same as art. Now let's give ourselves a few more thought. The first thought is, and I'm presenting you certain thought of International Finance Corporation. It's the latest data available, which says that about 85% of Indian MNCs suffer from financial problems, and about 70% of Indian SMEs or emerging countries SMEs do not use any formal credit. Believe me, the 40% of the asset book or loan book of Indian banking system is nothing but the MSME sector. Even then, I'll present very soon to you a very frightening statistics. Generally informal sector mix. You know what is the fast equity capital of an MSME organization? Ladies, please don't take offense. The bangles and the bracelets and the hearts of wife. That is the equity capital of MSME sector. Another very interesting statistics which come is that, this is the statistics I wanted to talk to you, that 23.7% of Indian SMEs vanishes within 2 years and 52.7% in 4 years. Why they do so? That means we have to have a new beginning with the Make in India. Okay, my question is, it is not a time to debate Make in India or Make for India or remove the past tense called Made in India. It's the question is, how do we make in India? Or how do we make for India? Okay, so if that is the kind of situation, let us look at another very interesting point. Two things are not available in Indian MSME sector. The first thing is the credibility. Second thing is the availability of collateral, and that's why the credit risk is very high. And except for technology-oriented disruptive business models and very high value-oriented generated organizations which is coming up as startups in India, as you say that India is now the incubation center for startups. There is no appetite for any SMEs and PEs for any imaginary investor or private equity or venture or angel capital player to give money to this informal sector. Now, who will make the informal sector a formal sector which accounts for 45% of Indian manufacturing production? Whose role is this? Who are the specialists? I am a member of both the institutions. I don't want to give the answers are with you. Credibility plus lack of timely and adequate access to finance is the major problem in Indian MSME sector. See the enormity of this situation. Enormity of this situation is that the MSME sector needs 32.5 trillion rupees, out of which the requirement of 2.5 trillion rupees is for registered sector and the balance is for unregistered sector, and the immediate addressable requirement is about 10.6 trillion sector. Why this addressable requirement is not being served? The simple reason is that MSME sector is yet to establish the credibility of this sector, which is accounting for 69 million people working there. And as I was telling you, the bangles and the necklaces are the equity capital. Look at the statistics here. 78% of the MSME sector finance comes from informal sources. Only 7% of the formal sources comes from MSME sector. When India is writing up 3 lakh crore in the form of NPS, even if I take that a few portion of is from the MSME sector, is it not the large corporate sector responsible for not financing the MSME sector? Which is the Make in India mission. If you have to make in India mission a sector, the guys who are there in the MSME sector, they are the guys who are going to do it. The Ganpati youth, मला मराठी माहित नाही, मुझे मराठी आता नहीं है, माने गुजराती नाती आवड़ते, थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी में बता देंगे in order to break the monotony of English. हम लोग ये जो गणपति पूछते हैं, ये कहाँ